Hello and welcome to your weekly Halloween update from the Halloween podcast. I am your host, Lyle Perez.
And I'm your co-host, Meghan Cunningham.
Today is August 3rd, 2026, so that means that there are just 89 more days until Halloween. 89. We're getting closer and closer as the days go on. This week, we got a bunch of good stories for you guys. Spirit Halloween stuff. The Warren Museum is moving. We have some Around the Crypts, and we have our brand new Haunt Line segment. Yes, we got some people that called the Haunt Line. So I think we should just get started. So our main story today is Spirit Halloween officially begins to open for the season. For many Halloween fans, so August 1st isn't just another day on the calendar. It's the unofficial beginning of Halloween season. Spirit Halloween stores are officially beginning to open across the country, making the start of what many consider the most exciting time of the year. The company plans to open more than 1,400 locations this season, with stores opening steadily throughout August and September. For Halloween fans, seeing these orange signs appear in empty storefront buildings has become an annual tradition. It's the moment when Halloween suddenly feels real again. With Spirit stores opening, summer is beginning to give way to spooky season for decorations, costumes, animatronics, and candy are officially making their way into stores. That is exciting.
Oh, it is so exciting. I can't wait. Like I said, that empty store near me, the activity is increasing. So it's definitely going to be a Spirit Halloween. Super psyched to have one nearby. But yeah, amazing.
Yes, it is. It is.
In further news, the Warren Museum is coming to Salem. One of the most famous paranormal collections in America is getting a new home. The Warren Museum has announced that it will officially open in Salem, Massachusetts later this summer. The attraction will feature more than 1,000 artifacts connected to famous paranormal investigations, including the infamous Annabelle doll. Guests will explore 13 exhibits during self-guided flashlight tours, bringing visitors face-to-face with some of the most recognizable objects in paranormal history. The museum's arrival adds yet another attraction to Salem, which is already preparing for one of the busiest Halloween seasons ever.
Wow. Are you going to go, Meghan?
Oh my goodness. I think I probably... I don't know. I will definitely be going to Salem. Whether I will be going into there, I'm not too sure. I have a don't mess with certain things rule that I try to live by. That may or may not cross that line. I shall have to mull it over. But certainly, lots and lots of people will. Just the Annabelle doll, when it goes on tour, attracts hundreds and hundreds of people. So I can imagine this is going to definitely attract a huge crowd if that becomes her new home. With everything else that they have in the museum as well. Absolutely crazy.
I will definitely go check it out if I ever could.
When we make that trip to Salem, I will go if you go in first.
I will go in with you. We'll go in and we'll take a recorder with us if we can. I'm pretty sure there'll probably be like no video recordings signs everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We'll figure something out and we will definitely go. So, I guess that's all the main stories we have.
Tesla up front after we rent our Tesla.
Yes. And see if we see anything on the screen. Yeah.
Now let's go to Around the Crypt. Yes, where we talk about all the stories of note that did not make the main news.
Yes. So,
Lyle,
there is
would you kick us off?
I sure will. There is a Halloween movie cookbook coming out. The news has just broken. that there is a cookbook inspired by classic Halloween films, and it is arriving probably in the next couple months. I don't think I really saw a date, but the Halloween Movie Cookbook features 65 recipes inspired by movies like Hocus Pocus, Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Practical Magic, and many more. The book also includes movie quotes, theme photography, and fun references for Halloween movie fans. That sounds like a very nice... Oh, I'm sure you will. That's definitely a Meghan thing right there.
Definitely be buying that. And plus it's great because if you're having a Halloween party, it gives you food ideas.
Yeah. That's one thing that I always knew, that I always say is I get asked a lot, like, how do you keep like the Halloween mood going in all throughout the year? Or how do you get like a little Christmas right now, even though it's like June or something? And I always tell everyone, just look for themed cookbooks and look through them, because they always have really, really nice homey images of either Halloween stuff or Christmas stuff, and it just puts you in the mood, even though it's not the season.
Yeah.
It just puts you in the nice mood. So that's one recommendation, is if you're feeling down and you're like, man, I need a little Christmas or I need a little Halloween right now, go to the bookstore, find yourself a cookbook that's themed for either one, and then just look at it and you'll be fine.
And if you really want to take it to the next level, make some of that stuff. I poured pumpkin spice coffee all year.
Mm-hmm.
So I stock up on the creamers and freeze them, and I buy the little coffee pods. Things that'll last a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
I have just a little bit of pumpkin spice every now and then all year.
The cool thing is
it's Christmas thing. Make it.
It's starting to come earlier and earlier. Like, I don't remember pumpkin spice already being out last year at this time. I don't remember seeing it until closer to the end of August.
But funny, I like to buy the stuff in the stores, but I have a little rule in my head about the commercial ones. So although they are also coming out sooner and sooner, I don't have my first purchased from outside the house pumpkin spice drink until September 1st. Even though they come out before that. It's a fall thing for me, and I like to just be like, yay, we're officially in meteorological fall. So I wait till September 1st. But in terms of things that I can make at home, I have a little bit all year.
Right.
All right. Yeah. And heading back to Salem, the city is kicking off its 400th anniversary celebration with months of events leading up to Halloween. Heritage days, museum exhibits, festivals, and, of course, Salem's famous Haunted Happenings celebration are all part of the festivities. For anyone who's ever wanted to visit Salem, this year may be one of the biggest celebrations in the city's history. So we always talk about October is fantastic, but visiting outside October is just as great without the crowds. There will be so much more to enjoy outside October this year than pretty much any other year. So if that's something that's on your radar, hotels and stuff sell out the year before, sometimes 2 years before, depending on the hotel. So people struggle to find accommodation nearby. Parking is a huge issue in October. They have all kinds of satellite lots, and they try to encourage people to take the train from Boston or a ferry from Boston. So yeah, it can be a huge issue. So if you want to do the Salem thing in October and all of that stuff does not sound like a plan to you, this is the year. Plan your time outside October. You're going to have an absolute blast because of the 400th anniversary celebrations.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Definitely one day I'll head to Salem with Meghan, and we'll figure something out.
It's going to be awesome.
It will. So moving on, there was a little article about saving money on Halloween candy, and this was like a bunch of different tips on how to save a little bit of that money, because right now with the economy the way it is, things are a little tight. But people are still definitely buying those Halloween decorations. They are selling out left and right. So where this money's coming from, I don't know. Everyone's just going into debt, into further and further debt.
And the prices have definitely gone up on a lot of things. I've noticed as I'm going through the Code Oranges.
Yeah, things are just getting more and more expensive. So that's always tough. But Halloween may still be a few months away, but many people are already thinking about the candy, which Do you like, what's your favorite candy, Megan? I don't think I ever really asked you.
I know. So my favorite Halloween candy always as a little kid was Reese's. We had this amazing neighbor. I loved her to death, Mrs. Potenza. She used to live right across the street, and she would always keep a king size Kit Kat for my sister and a Reese's for myself, because she knew we were the neighbor kids. But yeah, that was always my favorite as a kid. I still love them, but now that I'm older, I lean more towards Snickers.
Yeah.
Yep. How about you? What's your favorite Halloween candy?
I'm not much into chocolate, so I don't really like a lot of chocolate stuff. I will eat like peanut M&Ms every now and then. I like nuts. I like peanuts. I like cashews. Cashews are probably my favorite nut that's out there.
Cashews are nice, yeah.
So probably Paydays, because they got all of those. They got all of those nuts on them. They're caramel. It's not really chocolate. More like caramel and nougat or something, whatever they call the inside of them. And it's a little salty too. So a little salty, a little sweet is great for me. And I don't eat candy the way a lot of people do. I shove it in my mouth and let it disintegrate. So it literally takes me weeks to finish a bag. Like my wife will get candy and she'll take it out in a matter of like 2 days, and I'm barely on like my third candy by the time she's done with her whole bag. But that's how I eat them. I don't know why. I've always been that way. I just shove it in there and let it disintegrate, and it's probably bad for your teeth, but whatever.
You get all the flavor, the full flavor profile.
Yes,
there must be a thing too about you're a connoisseur. That's why.
Yes.
It's like people who savor wine or whatever. You're just savoring the Halloween candy, Lyle.
Yeah.
No, there must be a thing about peanuts and Halloween. Well, there is a thing about peanuts and Halloween, but even like subconsciously as a child, there must have been a thing for me about peanuts and Halloween, because Baby Ruths are also like high on my list of Halloween candies, and you don't really see them much except in the little mini Halloween candy mixes these days. Right. I don't see them a lot on the store shelves when you're walking around. And I also have kind of a guilty pleasure Halloween candy. Do you remember, or did you ever have those little peanut butter flavor-ish taffies that were in the black or orange wax paper?
Yeah. That is disgusting,
I love those.
Megan. That is disgusting.
I love those. I don't love them the way that I love Snickers or Reese's, but they just have such a nostalgia thing for me. When I taste them, I immediately know it's Halloween and no other time of the year, because they're offered no other time of the year.
That is
probably because, as you say, most people find them disgusting. But yeah, so for me, that's just the peak of Halloween nostalgia. Does anybody else like those? Lyle clearly doesn't.
Yeah, are you team Lyle or team Megan on this one? Because
but we both agree on candy corn. We like candy
yes.
corn though, so that's
we like
okay.
Candy corn. You know, another thing that
but I won't wave the peanut taffies in your face.
There's another thing that I really like. I really like those. I guess it would be like a popcorn ball, whatever that is. Like, I don't know if you ever
popcorn balls are gorgeous,
those.
Yeah.
But that's I think I've only had popcorn balls once, and I was like, I was a kid, and I got it, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good, and then I never had it.
Yeah, they're
again.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Walmart usually sells like ready-made ones, but they're not that hard to make. Like, that's why they're a Halloween thing, because back when people were hand making things to hand out for Halloween, popcorn balls were one of those things that was very common.
Yeah.
To receive as like a handmade thing. But yeah, they're not that hard. Yeah. So that could be something that goes in our cookbook someday.
Yes.
You never know. But yeah.
Well, back to the article.
Walmart and some supermarkets too. Anyway.
Nice. Back to the article.
What's the next one?
A recent article shared 16 tips for saving money on Halloween candy, including buying in bulk, watching for early sales, comparing unit price, and taking advantage of store loyalty programs. Of course, buying candy early comes with one major risk: actually making it to Halloween. with any candy left. That is the major
that
risk
is the big one in
buying
our
early.
house.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
we always try to buy it in advance, and we always end up rebuying. Always.
Yeah. But there will be links in the show notes for you guys on all of these articles if you want to check them out, especially that saving money on candy one. That might be something to look into if you feel like you have to tighten your belt this season, which a lot of us do. And it's tough. It's tough out there right now.
And like top tip too, when I was a kid, all the what we consider now nostalgic candies were considered the cheap, horrible candies, and you would kind of look sideways at a house that handed out dots or something.
Yeah.
But now those things are like they're in demand. People like them, so don't be afraid to buy the mix that's mostly Smarties and dots. It's a little bit less expensive than the chocolate, and people actually like them now.
Yeah, I can see the trickster just laughing in his lair right now. He's just laughing it up. The
trickster and I, we're on the same page because we like the peanut butter taffies. So he's coming for you, Lyle.
Gross. All right, let's move on to Code Orange. Megan, what do we have in the Code Orange department?
All right, so we have some really awesome Code Oranges. So Yankee Candle, this past Saturday, August 1st, have released their Halloween collection. I absolutely love it this year. They had already had their fall collection released, and there were some standout scents too from that were brand new. So my favorite ones that really stood out were one called Homecoming, one called Orchard Tag, and one called Corn Maze Craze. Those are really, really nice scents, very fall. I have a little reel. I went to the store this past week, so I will share the Halloween and the fall reels with you guys on our socials. But yeah, absolutely wonderful. My favorite is always going to be Witch's Brew for their Halloween scents. I also loved Haunted Hayride, and I was very disappointed to see they did not bring it back this year, which is a bummer. So for Haunted Hayride fans, unfortunately, we are just not going to be able to enjoy that again this year. But hopefully they'll listen to us, and hopefully they'll come out with it again next year. So head to your local Yankee Candle and have a little look. We also talked the other day about Yankee Candle's new line that replaces the Boney Bunch. So they used to have a collection of candle holders and things like that were all themed with these cute little skeletons, and they were okay. I never bought any, but I might actually buy some of their new collection, and it looks so much cooler in person than it does on the computer screens. But it's called Bonebury Lane, and it's, as we said before, it's very kind of Victorian or old-fashioned-y in general. The colors are very rich. It's very, very cool. So, and they're all still skeletons. So if you were a Boney Bunch collector, you could collect these as well and maybe mix and match them. But they're a little bit more refined. So the Boney Bunch, part of the reason I never bought it was that it always seemed to be a little bit, I don't know how to explain it. The skeletons weren't defined enough for me. But in Bonebury Lane, the skeletons are really well defined. Their costumes are really detailed and really intricate. So definitely head to your local Yankee Candle shop. There was a sale going on this weekend that was buy 3 candles, get 3 free. So 3 for 3.
Nice.
I believe that's what it was. So I don't know if it's still going on today. I would imagine so. They usually last for a handful of days. So check it out anyway. If not, they always have some kind of great sale going on. So highly recommend the new Halloween scents at Yankee Candle. Highly recommend the new fall scents at Yankee Candle. But yeah, head there. It's not Halloween for me or fall until Yankee Candle has arrived with their collections. This next one shocked the daylights out of me. Okay? Oh. Brace yourselves. Hobby Lobby. Right?
What?
Who don't do Halloween have a what's being referred to online as Halloween Incognito collection.
Okay.
So it has come out, and I've seen a lot of people calling it like moody gothic or dark gothic or whatever like that. It is basically dark academia. If anyone's into that aesthetic, that's what this is to me. But there's a whole series of different paintings and wall hangings and things like that. They all have black or very dark backgrounds. They feature things like wilting flowers, dying flowers, black swans, women in sort of Victorian garb, black and white, reading books, stacks of books with wilting flowers on them. They have a very cool peacock one that's framed in a kind of dark woods, spooky woods themed frame. Not obviously, it's not overt because it's still Hobby Lobby. But if you're someone who's spooky all year, this is definitely a collection for you.
Nice.
And if you are someone who is into dark academia as a aesthetic, definitely for you. But it is so obvious with the release, the timing of it, the content of it, like black swans, all this stuff. It's a Halloween collection without being a Halloween collection. So yeah, I was surprised, but it's really good. Check it out. And with their sales, so most things are 40% off most of the time. So you can get some pretty good deals on some of these really large images too. So check it out. Believe it or not, Hobby Lobby.
Awesome. Wow, that's a major news. Yeah,
it is. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, they don't have pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns or ghosts or any of those kinds of things, but it's definitely spooky and it's definitely moody and it definitely has that goth aesthetic to it. It was just very surprising, and the timing of it just makes it so obvious that it's kind of a Halloween-ish collection. So yeah, Code Orange, believe it or not, at Hobby Lobby. Okay, this next one I was so excited about. I saw that they were available online before they hit the stores because last year they sold out like within a day or two at my local stores. I never even got to see what one looked like in real life. But Home Depot, as everyone knows, has released their Halloween collection online, but they have released their Home Depot 2026 Halloween buckets. They're so cute. Like, I've seen the McDonald's buckets that are meant to come out this year, and I'm telling you, Home Depot has won that competition. Absolutely. They are so, so cute. So 360 all around the buckets are decorated. There's ghosts. There's spooky cemetery themes. The whole thing is just perfect. It has the year on it. So if you're a collector, you can collect each year. It'll have the year on it. And they're 2 gallons. So they're not the giant 5-gallon ones. You're not going to have to find somewhere to store that. They're 2 gallons, which actually makes them kind of perfect for trick-or-treating. They're just kind of the right size to hold enough candy to be meaningful, and they're really, really cute. They are $2.88 each, and they're available online. Some stores have already put them out on the floor, which probably means they'll be long gone before Halloween. So I strongly suggest, if that's something that you feel that you want to buy, log on and buy it online for click and collect or for store collection or delivery. They do all 3 of them for them. But yeah,
nice.
So that's my Home Depot. And let me see here. We had already talked about this next one, but they have added a few new items of note. So I thought I would mention. We had already talked about, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes here. Crate and Barrel. They have some cute stuff here, though, that they did not have before. They have a Peanuts sheet set. They have a whimsical cat throw, which is very, very cute. Nice. And they have some sculpted bronze witches. Very excited about those. And they have the cutest candles, but they're flameless candles. So they're going to last. You can pull them out, do them next year. And apologies, it's not Crate and Barrel, it's Pottery Barn. I have my notes wrong here. Pottery Barn. Cute flameless candles. 2 ghost pillar candles come as a set for $49.50. And they have a very cute little skeleton drinkware collection that's new this year. So it features actual glass drinkware with, it looks like pewter, skeletons holding up your martini glass or your wine glass.
Nice.
Mixed with skeletal hands holding the tumblers and things like that in the champagne glass. They're very, very cool. And again, we'd already covered them before, but just they had these few new items that I wanted to mention that I thought were of note. They also have a Peanuts great pumpkin comforter for those of you who live in colder climates. And it runs between $169 and $199, depending on the size of your bed. On sale also, they have a Peanuts cork placemat set of 4 that's on sale for $31.97. But yeah, really, really good. So definitely time to check out Pottery Barn. Again, if you had already checked them out before, they've added new items.
Nice.
And last but not least, these are some pumpkin spice alerts. So if you're someone like me who's into Halloween as much as you are into Halloween, you're going to love these. People have already started to report that different Walmarts are starting to stock the Old Spice fall collection. So that includes Apple Crumb Bro, which is hard apple cider vibes. Pumpkin, again, a returning favorite, which is pumpkin spice without smelling basic. That's what they're calling it. And so Pumpkin Crumb Bro or Pumpkin are the Old Spice, and they're showing up in Walmarts here and there. So definitely check those out if you are an Old Spice fan or you just want your man to smell a little bit like fall. You can pick those up for him. I'm holding out for the Native collection.
Nice.
Which usually also hits Walmart around this time, between this time of year and September, but we shall see. Couples pumpkin spice alerts. Starbucks have released their 2026 fall menu, as many of you know, and they have an official launch date. So it drops October 1st. So they're going traditional with that. We're going for the month of October. And of course, we have the pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin cream cold brew, the iced pumpkin cream chai, all of those returning favorites. They did not have it last year. They had it the year before. People were very upset that they didn't bring it back. So they have brought back this year the apple crisp flavor. So we have iced apple crisp. We have apple crisp shaken espresso with oat milk and apple crisp macchiato with oat milk. I have to confess, I love pumpkin spice, but I prefer the apple crisp at Starbucks. It's really, really good. So I tend to go to Starbucks for my pumpkin spice fix. I prefer their hot beverages to Dunkin'. Dunkin', I tend to go for my iced beverages. But the other year when they had this apple crisp out, they were giving them a run for the money because it is amazing iced. And it's good hot too, but it's really good iced. So definitely check it out this year so that they get the message and bring it back again next year. Because otherwise we might have to go another year without it. And Dunkin's released their menu, as we know, and we now have a release date, August 19th.
Okay.
So way ahead of Starbucks.
Day before my birthday.
Starbucks. Here you go, Lyle. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
To head to Nashville for your Dunkin' Donuts for your birthday.
Yeah. Or Jackson. Jackson has them too.
There you go. There you go. So you will be able to get a pumpkin spice latte, iced or hot. You will be able to get pumpkin spice cold foam. They have something called a pumpkin cloud Dunkin' latte, which has coffee flavored milk in it. Very Rhode Island thing. Pumpkin patch cloud latte. And then they have a tiramisu line this year, which I'm very excited about. So they have a tiramisu cloud latte and a tiramisu protein latte. So if you're someone who's trying to increase your protein intake, you have two options for fall this year. You have a tiramisu protein latte, and you also have the nutty pumpkin protein latte. So for anyone who may remember, the nutty pumpkin is a coffee that's made with a pumpkin swirl and a shot of hazelnut syrup as well. So really, really nice. So very excited about that. And they have totally overshot Starbucks this year with their return date. So they will definitely be getting out in front of them. So we'll have plenty of time to check out both. Nice. I, however, will not be trying it until September 1st because I'm me and I'm weird.
Right.
But Lyle can get one for his birthday and let me know what it's like.
Yeah. I'm not much on Starbucks anymore. I haven't gone to Starbucks in who knows how long. Me and my wife recently discovered another coffee place that we really liked called Scooters. And I don't know if Scooters because this is our first year ever really going to Scooters. We've only been going for a couple months. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Does anybody out there know that has Scooters regularly? Do they do like the pumpkin spice stuff or not? Because I haven't seen anything. And I'm really curious if they do, because we go there all the time now. It's not like we used to just go to Starbucks, but Starbucks became really sweet with a lot of their stuff. They just put too much sugar in it, and but Scooters, no, Scooters has a nice ratio of sweet to coffee, and it's pretty good. So if there's any Scooter fans out there, let me know. Send us a message, and let me know if they do anything Halloweeny. Or
yeah,
folly,
I would like to know
say.
that too, for sure. Folly, yes, Halloweeny, Halloweeny.
do you do any do you have any Scooters out there?
We do not have Scooters. No, I've never heard. The only other ones that would be very common here would be you do sometimes see Honeydew. Honeydew is another coffee type, fast food coffee type place, similar to Dunkin'. And I'm sure they have fall offerings. I've just never been. I don't go. It's New England, so pretty much everything here has some kind of fall offering. Even if maybe the rest of the country doesn't, it would be considered heresy here if they didn't. But yeah, top tip though, from a former Starbucks barista, if you do want your beverage to be slightly less sweet, just ask them to put one less pump or two less, like experiment, one less to two less pumps of the swirl in it. And it will still have the pumpkin flavor. It won't just be so overwhelmingly syrupy sweet.
Right.
But yeah, I say that with hesitation because they might take my New England card away from me for admitting I worked at a Starbucks. It was in the UK. There were no Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right.
Yeah,
well,
my friends used to visit me and say, "Look, an American in their natural habitat," because I was working at Starbucks.
Any more cord oranges, Megan, or is that it?
Nope, that's it for this week. Oh yeah, Walmart. Sorry, I'm staring at it. I saw a few little bits in my local Walmart in terms of Halloween jewelry. So they always have that cool little, cute, affordable Halloween jewelry line that comes out every year, and that was up in my store. And I bought a cute little Halloween pumpkin headband to wear, mostly because my son saw it and was like, "Here, mommy, get this." And I was like, "Oh, you're so cute. Of course I will." But yeah, I'm sure it's meant for a child, which is probably why it appealed to him. But there you go. It's gorgeous. Can't wait to go back and find more Halloween stuff shortly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon as back to school stuff is gone, here comes the Halloween stuff. Here it comes.
Absolutely.
But Megan, I actually missed something. We have one more main story that I don't know how I didn't include it into the script. But we're going to have to go back to the main stories for just a little bit. Because
hang on, guys, we're going to go back to the future.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne returns to Halloween Horror Nights 1 year after the death of the Dark Prince. Ozzy Osbourne is coming to Halloween Horror Nights. Universal Studios has announced Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of Darkness, a brand new haunted house inspired by Ozzy's life and music. Created in collaboration with the Osbourne family, the attraction will take guests through different eras of his career, from his childhood in Birmingham to his days with Black Sabbath and his legendary solo career. The announcement comes just days after fans around the world marked the first anniversary of Ozzy's death on July 22nd, with tributes taking place throughout his hometown of Birmingham, England. So, Halloween Horror Nights is doing a Ozzy Osbourne attraction.
Oh, I loved Black Sabbath. I still love Black Sabbath, but yeah, they were a fantastic band. Really enjoyed their music when they were headed up by Ozzy. Aww. Yeah. And when you said that, I was like, wait a minute. Have we just been like pranked? Because he was always about over-the-top showmanship. So I was like, has he pulled one final thing off? Like, what's going on? He's not really dead.
No. Nothing like that. That would have been a crazy way late April Fool's joke. But No, yeah.
I also
So
thought maybe they were doing the AI thing with his personality, like obviously with permission of his family, because they manage his legacy. But yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Like they've been talking about being able to do with dead celebrities. I was like, ooh, don't know how I feel about that. I wouldn't pay for that concert. It's just not the same.
I think Coachella did something like that many years ago, probably like 10 years ago now, where they had a hologram of Tupac, and he was up there on stage just doing his thing, but it was a hologram. And I don't know, I don't know what the reaction was from that. I don't remember. It was like 10, 12 years ago now. But yeah, I remember when that happened. It was crazy. I saw the video of it, and I was like, that kind of looks like him, but it kind of also looks like too lit up. Like it just looked weird.
I feel like I wouldn't be too bent out of shape if it was like Coachella, because you buy a ticket and you can go to Coachella and you can see like whichever act you want. But I would not personally buy a ticket to go to a concert that was just like an AI rendition of some celebrity. Like if that's the case, I may as well just watch something on TV. It's not the same as watching a band play live. Like a concert is about a band playing live. It also annoys me when everybody lip syncs, but that's just me because I'm an old fogey.
Yeah, I think what was the name of that duo that was caught lip syncing? Milli Vanilli. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
like, don't get me wrong. There are situations where I understand it's necessary. Like, everyone gives massive trouble to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because all the acts lip sync. Of course they do, because everything has to be perfectly timed. Like, it's not to do with their singing, it's to do with the smooth running of the event. And like everything's outdoors, it's moving, who knows what the weather is. I get that. But if I'm paying money, and it's a free event, like you attend it for free.
Right.
But if I'm going to a concert and it's just that artist and it's their work and I have paid to see them live, then I want to see them live. Otherwise, I'll just listen to their CD in the car, and I won't pay the crazy money that they ask for concert tickets these days.
Right.
Just me.
No,
because I'm an old fogey.
Yeah. But I just don't understand why it's such a big scandal that they're lip syncing. We know that a lot of them are. And when they get caught, it just turns into a big ordeal. And I'm sitting there going, why does it have to be a big ordeal? I'm pretty sure Milli Vanilli, if they would have just said something like, yeah, one of the guys wasn't feeling good that day, so we had to use a backtrack that day. So that's where the mix-up was. But these two are really singing.
They would have got away with it, right?
They would have gotten away with it probably. But I think they were. I think the two guys were probably tired of it, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't want to do this anymore." So that's probably why they just let it go.
Can't live this lie.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, there's been numerous times where acts have been caught lip syncing, and I'm sitting there going, "Of course, a lot of the times they are. They have to be, because I've seen a lot of concerts in my day. I've seen a lot of shows, and a lot of them can't sing. They just can't.
No, but there's a distinction there too, though, because a lot of people lip sync to their own track. Milli Vanilli, they were not even the men singing.
They were
like there were two totally other separate men singing who the two actors, we'll call them, were lip syncing to. So that was a whole other level of
that was above and beyond. Yeah.
Oh dear.
But crazy.
Well, that was worth going back for.
Yeah,
back for
it
Ozzy.
Was.
Go back for
So
Ozzy.
we went back.
Week.
We went back. Now we got to go forward. So, Megan, we have been hounding people the past couple of weeks, hounding about this haunt line. We're like, come on, somebody needs to call. Somebody needs to do something, and we finally did it. Or we didn't do nothing, really. We received, because we didn't receive one.
Thank you.
we got many haunt line calls the past week, and we are going to play them for you guys, and we're going to react to everyone who's called into the haunt line. So if you want to take part in this, make sure you call the haunt line 731-400-0472, and you too can be on the Halloween podcast, and we'll react to whatever you say. So just keep it family friendly, and we'll be good. So let's get to playing right now.
Yes.
Hey, this is Summer Rain from Colorado. It is currently 101 degrees on a Tuesday afternoon. I just wanted to call in and say the pod. My story centers around my first time encountering a shadow person. I was about 9 years old, and I walked in on my older sister and her friends playing with the Ouija board, which they didn't close properly. And for the next 2 years, after she moved out of that room and I moved in, I had to deal with the man in my closet. He was a big, scary figure, and we learned to get along eventually, and he moved on and went into other rooms in the house, so it wasn't just me getting terrorized. Anyway, love the pod, and if you ever have guests, I'd love to see Chris the girl on the pod. Anyway, have a great day, guys.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Wow.
Oh,
You
that is
don't
all kinds
like
of
Ouija
no.
boards. You don't like Ouija boards, do you,
No.
Megan?
No, because this is a perfect example of why they're on my nope list. Like, they're just don't do it. It's never a good idea. Like, there's no good reason. Like, curiosity killed the cat. There's no real good reason to use a Ouija board. They don't save people. They don't help people. Just sometimes you get away with it, and sometimes you don't. So for me, it's like, oh. And, like, he moved into another room in the house. He didn't even go away. Like, that's not better. That just means he might surprise you while you're, I don't know, brushing your teeth or making your breakfast. Not good. Not good.
I kind of want to know more about the got along part.
Yeah.
How do you get along with a shadow person? Like, how do you get along with a... Well, I guess, I don't know, if it's a ghost that can grab things, maybe you can play catch with it or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, if you could get it to do the chores, then I might be open.
Yeah.
If you could get it to do the laundry or wash the dishes or, mop the floors every day, that would be great.
Yeah. One thing that you can probably do is, hey, if it can touch things and it can move things, why don't you just play a Ouija board game with it and see what kind of stuff happens?
No. Lyle, no.
Yes. I come up with nothing but trouble.
I strongly advise against that.
I am a trouble person. But yeah, I mean, I'd be down having her on as a guest to tell us a story, really, because I got questions. I got massive questions.
We have additional questions.
Yeah.
Very
so, Summer,
cool.
We'll get you on at some point. We'll get you on. Just send us a message, and we'll see if we can make it happen.
Yes,
Next
and
up.
Chris Girl, I'm familiar with her on Instagram. So she's actually been tagging us and liking our stuff for a while. So hello.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being our first hotline call.
Yes.
And
first ever.
Thank you so much, Summer. Thank you. Let's keep on rolling.
Hi, guys. This is Lynn Workman. I'm from Hernando, Mississippi, just south of the Memphis area. I'm with the Drawing Funny podcast and the local Memphis Ghostbusters group. I've got a little story for you. It comes from like the 70s, back when my dad's father passed away. I wasn't able to go to the funeral, but my dad flew out to Utah for it and told me this story when he got back. My grandfather had really bad hay fever. It's not what killed him, but he didn't want any flowers at the funeral. Yeah, and they said, okay, no problem. But at the funeral, all the pallbearers had like the little carnations on their, the root-and-ears. And at the end of the funeral, the graveside service, which is out in the middle of nowhere, Utah, southern Utah, they went and they placed the carnations down the coffin, in a line. And they went to have a moment of silence and prayer. And he said it was dead calm. And he said right after they placed the last flower and went to do the moment of silence, a little whirlwind came out of nowhere and just blew every single one of the flowers off the coffin. And they're all sitting there like, oh, what just happened? And my grandmother goes, Well, damned if he didn't have the last word. Yeah, that happened, like I said, at my grandfather's funeral. My mom and dad, they lived in Hawaii for a few years before I was born. They lived across the street from a graveyard. And my mom said every now and then at night, you could see these glowing orbs come up out of the graves and kind of float away and then, dissipate. And it freaked her out for the longest time. She just found out that it was the gases from the decomposing bodies that were coming up and kind of glowing and blowing away. So we actually live about half a block from 3 different cemeteries, kind of a flat cemetery, a older like Civil War cemetery, and then one that's kind of mixed. So the older ones have like the big tall, obelisks and different Civil War monuments. And for about 5 years, I used to design headstones. So that was kind of a fun job. It was sad at times, but it was a lot of fun helping people, memorialize their loved ones that had passed. So anyway, love the podcast. Great research. You guys, you put out a heck of a lot more podcasts than I do. That's for sure. So keep it going, and happy Halloween, or Summerween, I should say.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Lynn, thank you so much.
Oh.
It was awesome. And thank you for your kind words. Really appreciate it. And yes, we do put out lots of shows, but that is because we love you guys so much. And every time we do a show, it kind of feels like we're hanging out with the family. Really.
Yeah, and it's so nice to see so many names that we're familiar with and hear your voices. Like, Lynn tells us the best stories anyway in the comments on our posts. So it's so nice to get to hear you tell us the story in your own voice in person. It's amazing. Wow. Yeah. His granddad meant business. His granddad was not messing. He was like, nope, I said no flowers and I meant no flowers.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That reminds me of when we had our wedding, me and Mandy, a whirlwind came out of nowhere and put dust on everything. Like the cake was ruined. No. It was bad, but everyone knows that when you have a wedding or something like that, something bad's always going to happen. And once it happens, you just get over it and just keep on moving. But that was a pretty bad thing. That whirlwind just destroyed the cake, and that whirlwind just got rid of all of them flowers. Said, nope, I told you guys, no flowers. Yeah.
That's wild. Those glowing orbs. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know if gases. It's better. Like, it's creepy when you think that they might be ghosts, but I'm not sure if it's better that they were just gases from decomposing bodies. That's pretty grim too. Yeah. That I don't know that would reassure me.
Does gas go through dirt? I don't know.
Presumably. It bubbles up through the dirt, because if you think about like radon or like carbon monoxide or some of the things that we have to put down barriers for when building our homes, like those are gases that come up and are released from the earth that can make us very, very sick. So maybe I'm assuming it's similar.
Yeah, that also makes me think too about like how cemeteries are made and where they're made. Because obviously we know that, you put bodies in the ground, they start decomposing, things start decomposing. What if they put a cemetery right next to a water table? Like, then
it's never a good idea.
It'll get put into the water table or put into a well. And and you're just drinking up dead people.
Yep. Nasty. There are actual examples of people getting very, very sick and like massive public works things had to happen to completely relocate cemeteries because things like that have happened when they've got too overcrowded, like they've encroached on rivers or water sources or things like that. Or natural disasters, unfortunately, can do that, where a natural disaster maybe disturbs things and causes them to leach into the surrounding area. But not a good idea to build them too close to water. But it does. It happens. There's historical events where that has definitely happened.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Lynn, for giving us a call, letting us know all of those cool stories. We really appreciate it. Let's move on.
Awesome.
This is Brad Bell from Clover, South Carolina. Guys, I love the show so much. Y'all really capture that Halloween spirit. It's like a cool fall breeze flowing in every time I hit play on one of your downloads. So thank you so much for what you do for the Halloween community. I just had a quick question for you guys. At what moment for you is it truly the Halloween season? Is it when that first fog from that first haunt hits the air? Is it when Kirkland's puts their pumpkin stuff up in July? For me, it is when I turn the corner at Target and all the back-to-school stuff is gone. And as a teacher, I love to see that. And we are transitioning to that sweet Halloween season. And I see the magic light up in my 3 young kids' eyes, Harper, Harrison, and Ronan, who all love Halloween. And for me, that's when it really hits, is that hide and eat collection at Target. Happy Halloween and stay spooky.
Ah, so cool. That is such a good question. And what an awesome accent. Brad, you have a great accent.
Yeah.
And thank you for being a teacher. It's not an easy job.
No, it's not. When I heard that, I was like, I instantly got visions of the type of stuff that he must decorate his classroom in. Well, I don't know if he did. Did he say elementary school or anything? Or did he just say he was a teacher?
He didn't specify. He just said he was a teacher and that they're sort of transitioning into that time of year where they're going to be back to school.
Well, Brad, call us back.
But yeah.
And let us know. Let us know if it's kids. If it's kids,
yes.
like little kids,
Do you
let us know
decorate
if you deck out the classroom. Yes, we would love to know.
Oh, because that was one of my favorite things about school growing up. So when is it officially Halloween season for me? So for me, Halloween season, I love like a spooky all year, but for me, Halloween season is very much tied to the fall. So for me, it starts to really feel like Halloween when the leaves are turning and the pumpkin patches are open and you can go apple picking, all those kinds of fall things that get you ready for Halloween. For me, that's when I know, Halloween season is here.
Nice. Well, for me, it's a little different. I'm gonna sound a lot like a old 70s and 80s rocker after you ask them what's it like going down from the high of a concert, and they say, "Oh, we never go down. We're always up to that point." Like, I have to say, it's always the Halloween season for me. Like, it never goes away, even in winter. I mean, it can't go away because that's basically the whole point of this show. Is that we celebrate it all the time. So it never really goes away. It always feels like Halloween every time I have to either do research or we turn on the recorder to start recording, or I have to watch a Halloween sitcom or something like that, a Halloween movie. Like, it always just restarts. So I guess like it's constant when I have to be dad. Obviously, I'm not thinking about pumpkins. When I have to go mow the grass.
You should be.
Maybe I should. I have to go mow the grass. I'm not thinking about any pumpkins or anything like that. But then later on at night, when I have to start doing research, it goes back on. So it always is the Halloween season for me.
You have made me think of something, which I was not thinking of before. So as from the time I was a child, here you go, Brad. You've drilled down into my inner psyche. From the time I was a child,
yes, thanks, Brad.
I always had a little box of Halloween things. I also had the same for Christmas, but I had one for Halloween, and it was all my little sort of treasures that I had saved from previous Halloweens, and I would take them out again and decorate my room or whatever, enjoy them for Halloween. But throughout the year, I would just sort of sneak off quietly, open up my Halloween box, and just sit there and take all my little treasures out and put them around me on the carpet and just enjoy them for a little while before, get a little excited and then put them all back in the box to be like safely tucked away again until it was Halloween season when I would leave them up. And so for me, I think Halloween season is actually when I open my little box of treasures and start exploring them. And in a lot of ways, this show has kind of become an extension of that, because it is an opportunity to sneak away quietly, open up my little box of treasures, feel the Halloween feels, and then be like, okay, we're going to pack it away again just for a little while.
Yeah.
So that is it. That's my answer.
Yeah. Just like
was
my
my
Halloween
unexpected
bag when I was a
answer.
kid.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So this
Halloween
show has
bag.
become our Halloween bag and Halloween box.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sort of the grown-up version of that.
When I was a kid, I used to record everything on tapes. Like when I'd watch something on TV, and I always wanted the Halloween stuff to show up so I can record it and just watch it any time of the year. Whenever I felt like I needed a little bit of Halloween, I'd just turn it on, push play, and watch Home Improvement or who knows what else. But yeah, it's just proof that the Halloween season for me never really goes away. It just gets put in the back burner for a little bit, and then it just has to come right back because it's a constant. It's such a huge part of my life that
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I have something like that, something that I really enjoy, really. But yeah. Halloween season never goes
As
away.
am I. Thank you, Lyle, for letting
you're-
me be a part of this.
No, thank you for agreeing and being like, whatever, weirdo, get away from me. Like, that would not have
And
been
thank
nice.
you, Brad Bell, for an awesome question that just totally dragged us down memory and nostalgia lane.
Memory lane. Yes. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Brad. Thank you so much. Let's move it along.
Hey, Megan. Hey, Lyle. My name is Mike. I'm calling from Central California. Just wanted to say that I really enjoy you guys' show. I listen to it every day or every week, I should say, on my way to work. So I really enjoy hearing everything that's going on, especially the Code Orange stories. Just a local spooky story that I guess to share was that over here in the area that I live in, on Highway 198 between Monterey and Fresno County, there's a story or a legend of a woman in white that tends to go ahead and stand on the side of the road, and people have stated that they've seen this person on the side and just standing there. And one incident about 10 years ago, we were coming home from Kalinga going all the way over to Lemoore, and what happened was going through those windy roads, I was with my brother-in-law, and we both were talking, and it was during sunset, getting dark, and as we're driving, we noticed that there was someone on the side of the road, and we both stopped and didn't say nothing to each other, and saw this person. They didn't jump out in front of the car. They just stood there, and then we kept on driving. And then stood quiet, just staring at each other, and then I go, did we just see? And then my brother-in-law just cut me off and said, yep, we sure did. Just keep on going. And sure enough, we did. And after that, we've never seen that particular person or heard anything else about it after again. But just thought I wanted to share that story with you guys. Just wanted to let you know I really enjoy the show, and keep it up, and talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh,
Oh,
my
thank you so
goodness.
much. That was a good one. Highway
That was a good one.
198, the lady in white.
Oh.
It seems like a
Wild.
lot of places have some type of a lady in white story.
I feel like that
it
must
seems
be
to be
at
one
least
of those.
in part because, spirits appear that way. Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I tried to look in the newspapers to see if I can find anything that correlated Highway 128 with some type of accident, but there's tons of accidents that have happened on the 198.
Yeah.
To see if maybe I can track down. But then when I started doing the research, I was like, I'm not going to find anything because it's a highway. Of course, there's been a lot of accidents there. Of course, a lot of people have passed away there. But 198 was the highway.
And Azure Haunted Thursday, but Clover Adams proved it doesn't necessarily have to be the thing that's there that caused it. It can be something that happened before.
Right.
Like before it was a highway.
Yeah.
But wild.
But who knows?
You did absolutely the right thing, Mike. Just keep driving. Just keep driving.
Just keep going.
Don't look back.
Keep going. Don't be like Lyle, where I would get out and be like, "Can I help you, ma'am? Ma'am, can I help, please?" And then Megan will have to start doing the show by herself because I will not be here anymore.
That or you'll be
Have you
back
seen
and it'll be
anything?
like in the Haunted Mansion at Disney, the lady in white will be sitting behind your chair. Because she'll have hitchhiked to ride back with you.
I'll be haunting the show if anything were to ever happen to me. So if the show
Love it.
continues, I will be haunting it.
Sounds good. We'll look for signs. Every day we'll start it off with, is Lyle here?
Yeah. Open up the show is like opening up a Ouija board. Will I show up? Who knows? And then by the time I'm done, I always show up late though, is my thing. So I'll never be on.
Well, that's how we'll know it's
on the
you.
Yeah. That's how you know
we'll
it's me. Yeah. But Mike, thank you so much for calling that in. We really appreciate it. Yeah, Lady in White. It's crazy. Highways. Ooh.
Wild.
So now, thank you guys so much, everybody, for calling the hotline. We really appreciate it. Again, if you want to call the hotline and hear us react to whatever you tell us, phone number 731-400-0472. And all that information will be in the show notes. Give us a call and we will definitely, well, I wouldn't say definitely, but we'll more than likely use it in a future show.
Yes. And for now, we're using it on the Monday updates, but we might do something different with it in the future. Rest assured,
Yeah.
they are being listened to.
Yeah, if we get a ton of them, like tons and tons every week, then it might warrant to do one more show for you guys. So if you love the Halloween podcast and you just want more, and you feel like, yeah, 4 episodes a week is not enough, and you want
Flood
5,
us with your stories.
flood us with stuff on the hotline, and then maybe we will do a dedicated show of just hotline calls, which will be cool. I mean, definitely more work for us, but I need that Halloween all the time, and that's the best way to do it.
Yes.
So let's move on
All
to
right.
In Memoriam. This is kind of the sad space here at the Halloween podcast where we talk about those who are no longer with us. And this week, we had a independent horror filmmaker. His name was John Lechago. Lechago? Yeah, I think that's it. And he passed away this week. There wasn't really much information on him other than he was he was a director for indie films. He worked on such films like Blood Gnome, Bioslime, and Blade the Iron Cross. So he did work on a couple of things. Sadly, there wasn't that much information about him on online, but we did see it on social media that he passed away. So our thoughts and prayers go out to his family.
Yes, absolutely. And his fans.
Yes.
Who no doubt are missing his work.
Yeah.
All right. I have a good one. And unfortunately, folks, this is sometimes also a sad space in the podcast. But this week in Halloween history. So this past week on July 27th, 1996, one of Australia's darkest criminal cases reached its conclusion when Ivan Malay was found guilty of 7 murders. Known as the backpack murderer, Malat or Malay, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, preyed on young travelers making their way between Sydney and Melbourne from 1989 to 1992, luring many with the promise of a ride before taking them into New South Wales' Belangelo State Forest, where they were robbed, assaulted, and murdered. He received 7 consecutive life sentences, along with additional prison terms ensuring that he would never be released, and spent the rest of his life maintaining his innocence through a series of unsuccessful appeals before dying in prison on October 27th, 2019. Although he was convicted of 7 murders, investigators have long believed he may have claimed additional victims that were never conclusively linked to him. The case left an enduring mark on popular culture, particularly within the horror genre. Writer-director Greg McLean has said that Wolf Creek, 2005, was heavily inspired by Malay's crimes. The film's infamous Mick Taylor character, along with several scenes, including the notorious head-on-a-stick sequence, drew directly from evidence uncovered during the Malay investigation. The success of Wolf Creek led to the 2013 sequel, ensuring that one of Australia's most notorious criminal cases continues to cast a long shadow over modern horror. I have seen Wolf Creek. It is it's a great horror film, incredibly disturbing horror film, particularly when you realize that it is based on a true story. Have you ever seen it, Lyle?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's
You
very
probably
good.
should.
It's very good. Very good,
Yeah.
very disturbing. Yeah. Excellent film. Anyway, so that is our this week in Halloween haunted spooky history.
Yeah, that's those are our downer sections, really. Is what we should start calling them.
Unless you're a
The
fan
downers.
of horror and true crime.
Yes. Yes. If you love true crime, then you're all in on that. But now let's move on to some more happy news, our reviews and ratings. So what have people have said about the Halloween podcast this past week? And I did notice something when I do these. I only look at the stuff from the US. I've never really looked at other countries to see what other countries rate us at. Mostly because in my mind, well, actually in my iPhone, the only thing I really can see is just the United States one. So I found a website that actually gives me more detail on podcast analytics stuff, which is very helpful. So I was able to find some. But first up, we have one from, I think here in the US, from a listener who calls themselves Miss Capfan 316. And they write, just wanted to say I am a huge fan of the show. This podcast always brings back so much nostalgia for me of Halloween from the 90s. It keeps Halloween in my heart all year round and brings joy to my life. Thank you so much for those kind words, Miss Capfan 316.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it. It is it's good to know that our hard efforts are being listened to and it's not falling on dead ears.
Absolutely.
So next up, we have our second review from Ulster 21. It looks like from the United Kingdom. And I think this one was actually like 2 weeks ago, but I just saw it. So I just said, why not? Let's just add
apologies.
it here. And
sincere apologies.
Yes. And they write, I believe he wrote his name, Ollie, was in there. Let me double check because I know I got it right here. And for whatever reason, my notes, I have an abridged version. And I want to say, I got it right. Almost right here.
Almost.
All right. Hello from the UK. Really enjoy listening to your podcast. Helps me get through my workday and always gets me in the mood for Halloween. Being from the UK, it's hard to find many celebrations around the holiday, and I would love to experience the holiday in the US one day. Thank you for all your hard work. All the best, Ollie. So,
thank you so much, Ollie. That's really nice.
I really appreciate that. Yeah. Hopefully you can make it to the States at one point and really experience the Halloween. Yeah. You really got to experience it. Because you've got some great
opportunities over there now too, particularly if you go to like Derry, Northern Ireland, or other parts of Ireland. But we would love for you to come here and tell us what you think about how we do it over here. But thank you so much for listening from the UK. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we really, really do. And Megan, as something that just happened, we actually got another kind of review. We actually got a message. And this message
in real time?
In real time, as we're recording.
Nice.
And as we were recording, I was sending messages going, hey, can I use this now? And he's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So, I got the permission. I'm going to read this to you. Megan has not seen this, so we'll kind of get the response. But it is from Blake Mosley. Blake Mosley, hope you're doing well. And he says, hey, guys, I'd leave an Apple Podcast review if it let me, but I left one 6 years ago. So... thank you so much, Blake, for leaving that 6 years ago. He goes on to say, been a big fan for a long time, and Megan has been a great addition. There you go, Megan. Long story short,
Blake.
Long story short, I've been podcasting since 2017, around the same time I started the Halloween podcast, with 4 different shows.
Wow.
Lots of time and effort put in, lots of fun, lots of memories. That is correct. There is a lot of time and effort that goes into these podcasts. The podcasting community has always been great, but over the last couple of years, I started feeling the burnout. And honestly, I was very discouraged by the rise of celebrity podcasts that are instant hits and had instant sponsorships and instant everything. Podcasts lost its luster for me. I've always been I lost it. Where'd it go?
know
Real
I
time, guys. Real time. Billy Burnett, honestly, Rare Discouraged, Rise of Celebrity Podcast. Podcasting lost its luster for me. I've always been a big fan of the DIY aspect, and to see celebrities getting in on something that was so special to me just didn't sit well. I had a show that I did by myself called South Carolina Spook Show, all
Ooh.
about true crime and paranormal stories from South Carolina. I ended up putting that on the back burner to give myself a break. I mean, we're talking 8 years of nonstop podcasting, and I still had my favorite shows that I keep up with. One of those being the Halloween podcast. Thank you so much. I
Aw.
appreciate everything you guys do because I know you're in for the love of the game and the holiday itself. I felt the urge to start Spook Show back up again because of you guys, so I just wanted to say thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe one day we can do a crossover episode or something.
Oh.
And a little Halloween jack-o'-lantern, and we're good to go. So, Blake,
Aw.
thank you so much for all those kind
That
words.
means so much. Oh, wow.
And I know
Yeah.
the feeling. I 100% know the feeling because I've been podcasting since 2015, on and off since then. So I've been doing this for 11 years now, and it doesn't feel like 11 years. It literally feels like I just started doing this because I still have issues with reading scripts. I'm not the best reader. I'm not the best with names. I don't know if you guys have noticed so far. I am terrible with names. So if you guys ever want
Names
to
are
play a
hard,
drinking
in
game,
fairness.
just see if I pronounce the name correctly or if I pronounce it wrong. Which more than likely I'm going to pronounce it wrong because I am so bad with names. I have to use text to speech all the time to try to get it correctly, but even when I listen to it a million times and when I say it just doesn't come out right. That is the English as a second language for me. But yeah, so to get to what you're talking about, I too also feel that about celebrities. I 100% do, and it is tough because when I first started listening to podcasts 20 some odd years ago, there were no celebrities doing podcasts. It was not a thing that celebrities got in. You got into podcasting for the love of it. You wanted your own little radio show? Have at it. Start one, and there you go. Get to it. But now that it seems like every celebrity is wanting to start one, it really takes away from people like us. We're not celebrities. Me and Megan, we're just, she's...
Yeah, we don't have any pull.
Yeah,
No
she's some rando in Massachusetts, and I'm some rando here in Tennessee. So we are not celebrities. I have a daily life like everybody else. I work,
Right?
I have kids, I have family. You guys don't see me on TV. Well, the people in the pumpkin room get to see me. Hi, pumpkin room. But other than that, like, it's tough. It takes up a lot of work. The podcast got sponsorship right before Haunted America started. So that was 2 years. So I was already 6 years in before I finally got somebody that messaged me and said, "Hey, you want to be part of this podcast? We'll throw some money at you." And I was like, "Great, go for it." But celebrities, I mean, they get sought after because they're instantly going to be hits. And unfortunately, that is the direction that podcasts are going. It seems like every time I talk to somebody at a table, they tell me they're about to start a podcast. Richard Karn being an example. Why he didn't want to be on the show was because he basically said, "I'm starting a podcast myself and I have to save the stories," which is fine, which is great. But I mean, podcasting was supposed to be for the little guy, and now it is becoming extremely commercial with celebrities, and that is that's a tough pill to swallow. So I know you're feeling your feelings, Blake, but if I were you, forget it and just get back on it and get back on your show.
Carry on.
Start doing recordings. Listeners will definitely come. The cool thing about what me and Megan do now is I mean, the Halloween podcast, people love Halloween, and we just hit such a small niche that from the get-go, the second I started the Halloween podcast, it was an instant, I want to say a success, but I had listeners, like above average listeners were already starting right from the very beginning because it's Halloween. So just find your niche, find the number that you feel satisfied with, where you go like, "Yep, that is where I want to be." Once you hit that number, you've made it. Don't worry about celebrity here, celebrity there. Just do the show that you want to, and yeah, have fun.
Someone will love it. And
Yeah.
just so you know, you have one new listener, because I am absolutely going to look up your old episodes of South Carolina Spook Show, and I am absolutely going to start listening.
Yeah, I listened to it too a while back, a couple years back, and it was a lot of fun. I don't have as much time to listen to podcasts anymore because I don't have a commute anymore. My commute is literally 5 minutes. So, and then I work constant. I don't have time to listen, but I do have time to do them, sort of, because we're here now doing them. So yeah, and this is turning out to be a really long show, Megan.
I was gonna say this is a big Monday update.
It is, but we got lots of stuff.
The hotline calls as their own separate episode, folks. Please keep them coming. We love it.
Keep them coming. But yeah, Blake, hopefully that gave you some insight, and we really appreciate you listening. That we made the cut for when you started laxing on your podcast. The Halloween podcast was still there. So we really appreciate it, and thank you so much. Thank you everybody who called the hotline or left reviews. It really, it really does help keep the morale going if people support the show. So if you listen to other shows that are done by just some rando, definitely reach out to them. It will mean the world to them to get an email from some listener who really likes their stuff. So don't be shy. We're all just regular random people. We're nobody really special. We're just people that talk into a microphone. So send a message to whatever podcast you listen to. Yeah. Just send a message, say hello, let them know that you're there listening, and that will mean the world to that host. Believe me, it will. Let's move on.
Yes.
Let's move on to the pumpkin roll call. Yes, and to those in the pumpkin room, hello, hi. Well, there is nobody new, but yeah, those that are there.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. We really appreciate all of you guys that support us in the pumpkin room. And if you want to be a part of the pumpkin room, just go to patreon.com/thehalloweenpod and get signed up with a $10 monthly donation, which is probably the cost of a large Starbucks coffee, or pretty close, really. I don't know how much it is
closely,
anymore.
yeah, not far off.
We're just trading in one of those.
Have a lot of change.
Yeah, and becoming part of the pumpkin room will definitely really help us, because we do have expenses here at the Halloween podcast that we need to pay for. And yep, your support definitely helps with all of those. And with that, Megan, I think we made it to the end.
We did. So, yeah, please, if you're enjoying the show, consider leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts. We'll give you a shout out here on the show. And yeah, any reviews anywhere, we love. Thank you so much. And recommend us to your friends, your family. Please share our posts on Facebook, Instagram, like, comment, repost them. All of those things help people find us and help new listeners find us in the various algorithms.
Yeah, that's probably the best help that you guys can do to any podcast is word of mouth. Advertising is the best. If you guys come across any posts that say, hey, I'm looking for a new podcast to listen to, please do us a favor and just punch in, hey, listen to the Halloween podcast. It is a decent show. I don't want to say it's a good show, but it's at least okay.
It's a fun show.
Yeah, it's fun. We have a lot of fun doing it, but word of mouth definitely is the best form of advertising. Even though sometimes it's a little tough to get people to do it, but believe me, just be open about it, do it, and it will definitely help. Whatever show that you like, it will definitely help them keep going. But yeah, and if you have any questions, comments, or want to suggest anything for a future show, send us an email, info@thehalloweenpodcast.com. And our socials, facebook.com/thehalloweenpodcast, instagram.com/thehalloweenpodcast. And we also are on YouTube. So a lot of these shows end up on YouTube, youtube.com/thehalloweenpodcast, Patreon, of course, I've already said. And the hotline, 731-400-0472. And with that, I think that's going to do it for us here. Unless, Megan, you got something else?
No, just to say thank you so much to everyone who took the time to call and leave messages on our hotline. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much, and we will see you again in a couple of days with another episode. Till then, have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, everyone.